back with Mass Effect 2. Just checking my cables and not going to run everything
And
over.
some freshly baked cookies.
Gay.
Made by me.
So yeah, Mass Effect 2. Finished Mass Effect 1 on Friday. Had the podcast yesterday, which I'm having issues with getting the video sorted out and rendered, which is annoying me, but we're moving on from that. We have some mods installed for Mass Effect 2, so mod number 1 is ME2 controller, because even though this is a game that is ported from the Xbox 360 to PC, it does not come with native controller support, so we mod it in. That's the issue with all the Mass Effects. Mod number 2 is Mass Effect 2 Recalibrated, which straight away changes a few things, unlocks a few things, re-adds a few things, sorts out a few dialogues, so we should have a bit of a different experience to when I first played it. We then also have A Lot and A Love, which is a lot of textures and a lot of videos, so everything should be up-resed and looking a bit prettier. Let's go in. I haven't decided on what class I want to be. Oh, what the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Please run the configuration utility to copy your save games to the appropriate Okay. Be right back. I didn't check this yet, so we're just going to go to the just talking.
Okay.
And I'm just going to quit out the game. I'm going to quickly try and find them, because it's probably just because I don't install my games to the standard place. So let's try this out. I'll just quickly go get that music that was just playing. It was just the actual music for Mass Effect 2. We'll just have that playing in the background just while I try and figure this out.
Is the mic on still?
Yeah, the mic's still on.
Okay.
People can still hear us.
So if anyone's watching, tell us what you've been up to today in the chat. What you're doing now. If you're just listening to us. I'm just eating this cookie I just made. It's pretty damn good.
Don't mind me, I have a very weird face because I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, I might just, let's save them. I might have to manually copy them over. Don't know whether this is because of the mods or whatnot, but done the copy in the utility, so we'll try this again. Apologies about the delay. This is something I probably should have checked beforehand, but I'm an idiot. One thing I have noticed, Alov doesn't up-res these two opening videos, so it always looks like low quality. Game.
There's Felicia.
Import that character and let's go. Again, apologies about that. I'll make sure that doesn't happen for Mass Effect 3.
You know, in this where it says moderator, does that mean we're both actually here then?
Yeah, Ryan's in the chat.
Okay. Hi Ryan.
So Not Rick survived. Ashley Williams is dead. Yes. The council was saved, and it shows I am a paragon.
One thing actually I was going to ask you.
Go on, quickly.
If you just played this without playing number 1, what settings would it give you?
Council is dead.
Okay.
But that's all I know. I've always played it with a save.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for. Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy. And still, it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
I just boosted the volume of the game because I realised it was running quite low. Just for the stream, guys, just so they can get... Go. See, I haven't watched these videos with Alov, and already I can see everything looks so much clearer. Like, you can actually read the stuff on the Elusive Man's screens. You couldn't do that in the original game.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Bye, Presley.
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
I always thought that somebody get that fire out line was a bit higher pitched than these others. Like he's just had a quick blast of helium before saying it. They are, although she's in the wrong armor.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Shepard. Liara, go. Now. Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Oh, she did. pro gamer move of playing with one hand so I can eat cookies. How's the volume for you in your ears?
It's fine.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm. Commander! Shepard!
What's that by? This Keisha. This Keisha. Oh, that bitch dead. That would probably be a horrendous way to die.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
I've always found it funny how abrupt that little, like, stop is. My fucking Facebook post is just not working.
Yeah,
There we
see,
go.
I couldn't share it because there's nothing there, so...
What?
Have you just shared the stream then, so is that what it is?
I've just shared the link.
Okay. I don't know.
I've just shared the link to my WhatsApp. So this is her imported face. Deep. She is literally the default. I wouldn't mind. But that's the Mass Effect 2 default, which I'm okay with the face. What I won't mind looking at is the hair, because apparently there's a load of changes to the hair. Might just go with that one. Vibrant red.
Basically me.
Well, no, because
Short
you
hair.
don't like short hair.
No, I was just about to say.
And you're
short
not a
hair.
badass like Shepard.
No brows.
Albino. Albino brows.
No. Stick with what they were before.
Yeah. I don't know makeup, so...
She won't wear it, it's Shepherd. Alright, I'm gonna go sort out these other cookies, yeah?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna...
These are my last two, aren't they, anyway?
Yeah, I've had my two. What I want to do is I want to try and get rid of the complexion.
Like the freckles.
Yeah.
I guess this last needs going down.
Yeah, please. Now I need to pick this, and I don't actually know what I want to play as. Trying to decide between the Infiltrator and the Vanguard. I think. What do you think, Becky? Infiltrator or Vanguard?
What's the difference?
So Infiltrator is Snipey Boy, which can go invisible and uses tech stuff and snipers. And Vanguard is Angry Boy that uses biotics to charge people with shotguns.
Why not any of the others?
I'm not being a soldier because they are boring as fuck in this game, because literally all their abilities are pretty much just ammo types and they just have access to obviously all the guns. I don't want to be a sentinel because I find them fucking tedious. I've always played an adept. Always, so I can't try and avoid that. And the reason why I don't want to be an engineer is because I'm probably going to have Tally on my team, so it's kind of doubling up for no need.
So what was it? Infiltrator?
Infiltrator, Snipey Boy that likes to hide and do high damage, and Vanguard is Angry Boy that charges you with biotic powers.
I think you prefer Vanguard because you like being adept.
Okay, I'll do that then. The thing I always find funny is how you can change your looks even with an imported character, and you can change your abilities even with an imported character. Oh, one sec.
Showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! vessel doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
So they recovered her and gave her a dye job.
What?
They recovered her, gave her a dye job.
Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Now, the thing I've always found funny in this is, like, she obviously has...
Sorry, she's got the cushion down. Because it was up on there.
She just pulled it down.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I've always found it funny, like, you can change her looks and abilities, so they'll be like, is that really you, Commander Shepard? Yes, it's me, who was previously a soldier who showed no biotic abilities, but now can charge across the map with biotic abilities.
I just had my hair done.
Yeah. It's literally the only, well, the only change is the hairstyle, colour, the complexion obviously was put back to standard because I didn't want to have freckles, and her lips are ever so slightly more plump than normal.
She had a bit of filler.
Yeah, a bit of filler.
Okay.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try... Look out! Keep moving. We need to get into the shuttles.
I forgot how fun the biotic charge was. I use it in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, so it's like always a bit different.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take out those mechs. Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Yeah, because we obviously have a save imported. It gives us a lot of stuff, so we got given a load of Paragon points. It did give us a few Renegade points, but I don't think it's that much. But it also gave us a load of resources as well, in the bottom right. But also, because we had over 1 million or billion credits or whatever it was, we started with a fuck ton of credits as well, which is nice.
Here come... Take the elevator down 1 floor.
The only thing I've noticed about this controller mod,
Yeah.
I can't tap the left bumper to swap weapons. I have to go into the menu.
Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
There we go, some story.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
It's my arm.
Let's see if I can work out what the other things are.
Well, that's obviously blood cells.
Some kind of cell, yeah. Arm.
We won't be able to tell that because that looks like a synthetic brain.
Yeah, I'll be a neuron. Boobs.
No.
Well, her chest.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
This one?
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over
What were the
budget.
other ones on that wall?
I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
What's up?
On this wall. Is there another one that? Kind of cell again. Or synthetic thing.
Yeah, these are the mini games I was trying to mod out,
Oh, I remember them.
but they didn't take. It's not that they're difficult, they're just a bit time consuming. It's just gets tedious. Obviously the worst one's definitely the probing. which I will definitely be doing all of that off screen.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new
Let it
favorite.
go.
Or
Let it
maybe
go.
she is
Shut up.
just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Shut up. No. No Frozen.
Into the unknown.
And also, don't talk over it. Because I'm trying to listen myself as well as the people
I'm
on the stream,
talking, I'm
potentially.
singing.
What?
I wasn't talking, I was singing.
It counts, you are over the dialogue.
Tag! Target down! What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
This is where technically I can just kill them all without actually using his powers, but it makes you use the power. You have to use it.
Falling back. Ready to get the hell off this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
It's impressive how she was able to pick that up. All I heard was static in the radio call.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
You bet. We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
She's kicking the pillow while she's itching. I was wondering what the footing was. I do feel sorry for Jacob because his character is so dull and so tedious.
Do you know who that one is?
Nope.
You're up. Damn it, Wilson.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Can't get a lock.
What do you mean you can't get a lock? It's right there.
Oh, you bugger.
Oh my god. The Bartic charge just isn't working.
What's that, sorry?
The Bartic charge just wasn't working.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
I wonder how much money they spent doing this.
They said it was 4 billion credits so far.
That was 4 billion credits over budget.
Oh, right.
So imagine how much the budget actually was.
Shepard, down here!
He's a traitor.
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
Well, you got the gun, you pointed it at your leg, and pulled the trigger. That usually causes a bullet wound.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... You can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttle.
Can't get a lock!
That's it. Let's get out of here.
I'm trying to be Angry Boy McCharge and it won't let me at the minute.
This is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts.
So one thing this recalibration mod does as well is it changes the way some of the DLC is given to us. So we can't do the Arrival DLC until after the Suicide mission, because the Arrival DLC is the one that links 2 and 3. One we never actually played through, because it was released, I think, after Lair of the Shadow Broker. But we will actually be able to play all the DLCs in this, because we've got them all.
Yeah.
They've seen us.
There we go. Angry Boy McCharge. And just because I've done this opening about 7 times while testing modifications, I know that I need to pull out my grenade launcher here for this group here. That I missed twice because I'm a fucking moron. What have I done? I can't.
Can't target them.
Why is it not letting me charge anything?
Can't target them. Can't get a lock.
They're right. There we go. It's like very, very specific what's going on with the targeting of that charge at the minute. Time to get my hacker gloves on.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
So basically, she decomposed a lot.
We were dead for a very, very long time. Like I said, it was a 2-year gap between Mass Effect 1 and 2. I think in the
Well, it's took them 2 years to rebuild her actor.
No, it's not taken 2 years to rebuild. There's a 2-year gap. She wasn't found straight away. Her body wasn't found straight away. Because Liara was the one that I think recovered the body and gave it to Cerberus.
We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
She makes a very compelling argument to leave.
And say, with all that money spent on her, and how they're saying, like, Miranda won't give up on her, she won't go, be my guest.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
Because she's an utter racist bitch. But that isn't a choice.
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
I guess this is where you can retcon your decision. But Udine is a prick, so...
Humanity was offered a spot on the Council. I recommended Captain Anderson for the position.
Yes, Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Oh wow, it's not blurry. Yeah, this Alov and Alop is actually pretty damn good.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Right, first things first, let's sort out some armor. So we've got all the DLC armors. It can be a weird collector looking type thing. Dragon Age one. Terminus one. I used to use that one at one point, I think. Burno. But I don't think I'll use any of those. Field strength, power damage, weapon damage. I'll have that on just because of the recharge time. Even though I don't really like the look, but power damage, or I'll go with power damage. Go with shields and melee damage, I think. Shields and melee damage again. And shields and heavy damage. Now we get to pick the look. We can have shiny, 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 or matte.
I think matte.
Stealth.
That one.
No.
Dark pink. The dark pink that was quite that move.
No, there's a cool, like a deep purpley one somewhere. That one. That one. I like that one. Or
I'm not really
there's
gonna
that one.
say the other one.
That one better? Oh no. Help.
Yes, that one, yes. That's what I said. I just said that one. Oh, it's that bit.
I don't know what to have in this bit.
Orange, you know, it's my business colours.
Where is it?
Bim.
That's the closest you'll get.
I was joking. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. I suppose it kind of matches the visor.
Yeah,
a
it
bit.
matches the visor, so it's fine. I like this, but what I do is I have like a dark one, so it's just like a little contrast, and that's it for that. Now we pick the appearance off ship. Make her look professional. Now let's go talk to the elusive brat.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands.
Trying to figure out who he is.
Vanished.
Yeah, it's Michael
Martin
Sheen.
I know.
Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
You could have trained an entire army for what
You're
you spent.
unique. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my
change
best
your settings.
agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them.
I don't know how to suit up.
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
I don't actually know how to do it. I've never had to do it.
Neither do I. Let's go and deal with the others then.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Just try to do it for your laptop.
Yeah.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
we have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay
Just
focused on the mission.
copy that and make your own post.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
See, for the Paragon, I have to say yes. But in reality, if you was in this situation, you sure as shit wouldn't be able to say yes.
No.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool, so what are the bonuses we got then? Receive the following bonuses, so start at level 2, load of credits, Iridium, some Paragon and Renegade, and received a 100,000 bonus credits for importing a rich character. Because I had all the money.
That was stuck on 2, whereas we had
It
like...
just takes a while for it to catch up sometime. Oh, yeah.
The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Yeah, another thing I just realised that I remembered about some of the mods I've done, it's also increased the loading times, because the original game, the way the loading screens work is it won't go into the next part of the game until the animation's done for the videos.
Yeah.
Or with this, it just speeds up the videos, like by double the time, which is great.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
And this is the very first notification I see of a big change that Recalibrated does. There may have been changes before, but I hadn't noticed them because it's been so long since I've played it.
Yeah.
But this is the first big change when I start selecting people's weapons. Jacob has a Geth plasma shotgun. Not quite what I was expecting. It's given me the crappy katana shotgun, but it's still a shotgun which I can use. She needs to use the shuriken.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle. Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Backup systems engaged.
I remember now, that's why I can't. I remember now why I can't just tap LB to change my weapon. That's because LB is now another one of those shortcuts for abilities.
On target!
Here we go!
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
I'm probably not going to use this guy, so let's just do that. You, on the other hand, I probably will keep him. Actually, I don't know now. I know she's one of the best ones to keep him because she has basically a constant buff to your entire team.
Yeah.
Not sure. For now, I'll just do that, just so we've got the buffs.
How long is it until we get someone else?
I'm literally going to be going and grabbing Garrus straight away.
Your bro.
One, because he's my bro, and two, the way I see it in the way the story works, Garrus is literally pinned down by 3 mercenary companies. And the way I see it is, if I'd left him, he would die. So I like to always go and grab him first to get him out of that situation. And also because he's my bro. You still doing your studying?
Yeah.
We're compromised. Can't get a lock.
I think I just knocked a guy over the barriers. Down there doesn't. Oh, no, nothing there. Now we see Tally.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
I would ask why they hate Cerberus, but it's kind of obvious, seeing as Cerberus is a pro-human group, why they would hate them.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back. Be careful. Shepard, there's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Threat.
Ah, shit. Oh, I just fucked that up. Press the wrong button. Oh, it's only 1,000 credits I think I've lost, but...
Use overload on him.
Just realised I'm not actually using any of my ammo.
Shepard, Thraza and his squad rushed on ahead. And I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Oh, fuck.
Enemy down! Shepard, we are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Thraza's squad apart.
Then maybe you should have been... Maybe you should have been a better commander and controlled your soldiers.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Understood.
Taking cover. Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door. That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
Alright.
Yeah, just...
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
What's up?
I was gonna see if I could find another one of these to put on this pen, but I think no.
Overload will take out their shield.
I just beat it up. Literally just punched it to death. Let's grab all the scraps that are about and let's not fuck up this bypass. You alright?
Yeah, I don't think anything is gonna fit.
Use a different pen.
Yes, I'm going for them and this one's kind of going, I think, but
I'll take it.
Those ones aren't as good either.
Just use a different pen. Pardon?
I answered your question and you weren't listening to me, so...
Because she was just on about pads and I wasn't on about them. I just said use a different
This
pen.
is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Ah, that's the one. I knew there was a way to quick change between your last weapons, and it's to hold X. That makes it much easier. Here comes the crazy dude.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect.
Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it. But it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
That was a silly thing. You nearly knocked your drink onto your laptop.
Good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, You confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
I do think the Elusive Man's voice acting is real good. Which is kind of understanding, seeing as they got like heavy hitter like Martin Sheen in.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
They're agents for the Reapers. It could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. I have 6 dossiers for you to begin with. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Baby boy Joker!
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Still remember when I first played this, and that scene gave me goosebumps, seeing Normandy SR2 for the first time.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Bits. But yeah, look how quick that animation moves now compared to how slow it was originally.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Now we have to go through and talk to everyone. First we need to look at all the messages we have. So we've got a message from Anderson. The true, that's basically saying I want to go see him. That's the DLC for Zaid. That's the Firewalker DLC where we get to take the hover ship. This is basically a collection mission because it's the crash site of the Normandy, where we get to place a monument, and we also have to find the 20 crew member dog tags. Tell me about the armor, more armor, a new rifle, armor, Kasumi Goto. Kasumi Goto is a cool person, so we'll want to pick up her. Batok. See, I think these bits, like some of these bits may be for the recalibrated, because I know the plasma shotgun wasn't in this game. They're just all for weapons and shit. Oh, let's say hello to her.
Commander. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
So this game, from fucking years ago, understands the importance of mental health. And I have someone on my team to help with mental health, yet our fucking governments can't understand mental health or the importance of it. Again, why I'm doing the charity thing.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Let's go talk to Joker.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
That's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
It's a honest remark, though. At the end of the day, she died. Let's go see Mr. Monotone Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
I'll only need to talk to you to do your loyalty mission so I can get the clean sweep and make sure nobody dies. Shepard. Right, I need to change the weapons. I'm not using the katana shotgun. I would use the Geth plasma shotgun, but to really get the benefits out of it, you have to do the charge shot.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll use it. We're not using that stupid starter pistol, though. It's terrible. Projector. Jacob, even though I'm not going to use you, you can have them, and you are fine like that. can't go into the tech lab yet because we don't have Maud in.
Is this the one as well? Once you've been to the
One sec. Go on.
Once you've been to a Normandy crash site, you bring back your old helmet, don't you, or something like that?
Yes, you bring back your old helmet for the for your little room. I just want to try something actually that I've just realised we might be able to do. Because obviously we struggle to hear each other sometimes for our ears.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I was thinking might be able to have it pushing through.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear me.
You'll be able to, yeah. So, if I just do this, we should get a little bit of us in our ears. Just enough. That shouldn't have changed the... I'm not sure if that has actually. Let's test. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Yes, that's not changing the difference there. It's just changing the physical out to us here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have that down like that, back there. So now you should be able to hear me a bit better.
Yeah.
And if you talk,
I'm talking. I can tell. I can hear myself and hear you. I know what you mean.
see how it goes. It may be a bit awkward. We might get used to it, we might not. If we don't want it, we can always just turn it off.
Okay.
I may need to turn it up for you though, because I can't hear you.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
But actually, I need to turn it off.
You don't like it?
No, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. It's picking up the controller as well, so... There we go, that's back to normal. What do I want to upgrade? Incendiary ammo, assault mastery, shockwave.
Check what I'm doing tomorrow.
Well, what's up?
Pretty sure. A phone call meeting. Yeah.
Speak up, please.
I've got a phone call meeting 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got quite a few meetings actually this week. I think it's because I was meant to be on placement from tomorrow.
Yeah.
So obviously uni wanted to do a bit more stuff, I think.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Yeah, I think this... Well, I've got this thing tomorrow that's not to do with uni.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've got the uni meeting on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently they're going over the non-detriment policy or something if we've got any questions. But I'm guessing this is like the prep for year 2, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're going to have to give us something to do.
Supplies again. Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Master Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business.
Oh, I just realised I'd left it
in
in the just talking section.
Oh.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time.
Coronavirus.
This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
I won't
Pun
take any more of
intended.
your time.
Back to work.
Wash your damn hands.
Get some antibacterial gel.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
We're Commander Shepard. We don't just think of humanity's best interest. We think of the fucking galaxy's best interest.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
I'm trying to think if the recalibrated mod does this, because I know there's one mod that basically makes it so obviously Miranda gets a lot of gratuitous butt shots in this game when you're talking to her.
Yeah.
If you're playing as a male character, those butt shots stay in. Because as a man, standing in front of a very attractive woman, you are going to look. But as a female, they remove the butt shots. They make the camera a bit more constrained, so it's not in focus. I'm wondering if it's done that, because I'm sure we would have had at least one butt shot by now.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
I always wondered what these random, like, partitions are in the sides. Which has my old room. The front battery over there, which is where Garrus goes. And then there's Chockwell's.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
She's very adamant about that point there, though, wasn't she? She's like, no, you. That is it.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Anything else in there for me? And there is no one downstairs, so let's go to Omega, I guess, and go save my boy, my bro. We had unread messages. More about the Kestrel armor that I don't give a shit about. So, for anyone concerned, there is probing, obviously, in this game. I am not doing that on stream because it's tedious and boring. Unless it's like, oh, I need literally a couple of resources to unlock this one thing. I'm going to do all of the, like, probing stuff off of stream. Ooh. And obviously we have to bring... So we got a choice. Skimpy titty with a big booty or armor.
You want?
I'm a guy, we know what I want.
I'll just go with the original.
I like how Jacob gets no love in the DLCs. Like, he gets no alternative appearances apart from the one you get from Loyalty.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
How warming.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
And here is Zaid.
Please. Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
Is that his loyalty mission?
Yeah.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Bye, Jacob. I'm just gonna straight away go back and get him changed. Zaid, you can use the Mantis and the Mattock. Go and we go. I just don't like using Jacob.
Which one is Miranda? Miranda Lawson. I thought that might be you.
Hello, Ish. Long time no see.
I take it you've met each other before?
Jacob and I worked a mission with Ish a few years back. He helped us with some information.
One of my finer moments, I'd say.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Marib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good seeing you again, Miranda.
Because that's not dodgy at all in the slightest.
Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human, and you.
He's angry.
I just had Ben in my head go, because he's going, and you. And goes, you're gonna love me.
What?
It's I Ain't Telling You. Dreamgirls, Jen Hudson. No? He goes, and you, yeah. I'll have to play it to you.
This is the shit I have to put up with on a daily basis.
What, you get being married to a singer?
Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk.
Visor. Buy that, might as well. And then a mod with the Geth shit, because they're cool. And that one's good. Just basically buy the place out. Huh. So when I was playing this bit, on my first playthroughs to test it, when it did that rack knife thing, it basically explained how like they're gone completely. They found dead bodies at Mark 17 or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And this one, it was on about how they were seeing rack knife ships, but they were just scouting ships and they retreated as soon as they were spotted.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Discount. I will come back for that because I don't want to spend all of my money straight away. I literally just got here.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music. What do you want? Check out Afterlife's main.
Well, let's go see Aria.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Just a nice bit of easy Paragon points. I mean, I'm already, what, nearly past the first chunk. This mod actually does make the lighting and stuff, like the textures, look really good, like in areas like this. It is pretty cool. Oh, Sarah Slice Brandy.
I knew a bar out on the front that looked like this. Me and some friends got stupid one night. Long story short, tempers flared, followed by pistols. We all got out, except my buddy Narco. Places like this are slaughterhouses dressed as nightclubs. I shit you not.
Good talk.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job. Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face. I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega? I am Omega.
Nice reverb cut off there.
But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Good rule.
I like it. Easy to remember. If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
I'd like to see him try.
So, what can I do for you? I'm trying to track down Archangel. You and half of Omega. You want him dead too? Why is everyone after him? He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him. Just the kind of guy I'm looking for. Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now. What kind of trouble? The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
That could be our way in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up. What can you tell me about Archangel? Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me. Which merc groups are after Archangel? Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel. Do you hate Archangel? I don't have time for hate. But I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other. I appreciate the help. See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him. I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him? The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you. What can you tell me about him? Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course. One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am. Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you. Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll be here.
I do like how the conversations definitely play off each other a lot better in this one.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Show me yours, tough guy. I bet mine's bigger.
Impressive. So, you're here to fight then?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done.
If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits.
Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
Yeah, you know enough to get yourself killed.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
I spent more on a model ship than he did on his gun.
Come on, let me in.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
I'm on the mission.
Let's go save Archangel.
Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
When you first played this then, did you know Archangel was Garrus?
Nope, had no idea. I ended up doing this mission first, just out of like, well, I prefer to get someone who's a fighter than a tech person. Because I came here first, and then obviously you get a choice between... I'm going to put her in a combat gear, actually. You get a choice between, obviously, Mordin or Archangel. Mordin's a doctor, Archangel is a vigilante, and it's like, well, I'm an adept. And at the minute, I've got a Sentinel and an Adept on my team. Oh, actually, and Zaid as well, because I had the DLC. So it's like, well, I'll get Archangel, then I've got another combat guy.
Is that holy shit?
Yeah, and then it popped out his helmet. I was like, oh my god, it's my boy!
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in.
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much. But you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Kathka. He'll tell you when to go in.
I better go find Sergeant Kathka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
Getting in is the easy part. Getting out is risky.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
I know there's a few little bits to pick up around here. So we'll get all those bits picked up as well.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
I would talk to these guys, but I just they pose no interest in the story whatsoever, and they're just wasting time. So.
When they fail, we're up next.
High morale, extensive buying from the men, from the losses we've already taken, possibilities that we won't have the men needed to continue on to the next objective. It's clear though that none of our organisations will be ready to move on Aria without the assistance of the other two. So basically, I think after Archangel, they were planning to take out Aria.
Yeah.
Ezo smuggling stuff. That 0. Now, this is the one I need to make sure I get right, because this makes it so much easier. There we go. So that basically
That should slow them down.
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
yeah, bypasses the friend or foe targeting systems, so that thing will now just attack anything near it when it's turned on. I love that bit. He just gets sniped and just falls to the floor. There's nothing in here, I don't care about it. I think if you stand out in the open, he actually does shoot you with some like concussion rounds.
Yeah.
I can't remember if you have to be here or further up. Yeah, it's them. Yeah, he shoots at me. He missed all those ones.
This is valuable.
Blueprints. Unsmuggling stuff, some heavy ammo, and a medical station.
I'm looking for Sergeant Kathka.
You and me both, lady. He's over there working on the gunship. We go over the bridge when he gives the word. Go talk to him if you want, but I'm in no hurry.
I'll be right back.
Good luck.
Last room through here with stuff, I think.
I don't want excuses. Tell Kafka to get that gunship working, or he'll be next over that bridge. And somebody get me those damn blueprints now!
There's nothing in there. I think now if I'm this close, he should be able to pop my shields. But I want him to pop me at least once, because I'm sure it gives me a... There we go. I'm sure it gives us a conversation option to have with him, which basically where I can say to him, "You do realise you shot me back there?"
Kathka?
Sergeant Sergeant Kafka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Salky?
You met him when you were dropped off. He radioed to say you were coming. You three kinda stand out from most of the other freelancers. Anyway, the infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? Maybe your last chance.
No, not really.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of... Check. Bravo team, go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
Of course we're doing all the renegade options.
You're working too hard.
Archangel doesn't have much time left.
What the hell are we waiting for?
Come on, give these guys a surprise of our own.
There!
Can't reach the target. This might be useful.
It is going to be awkward trying to do the defense thing with this character because I don't really use long-range weapons as a Vanguard. So I'm going to have to use, like, my pistol.
Archangel?
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, this point was literally one of those, oh my god, it's Garrus moments.
Garrus! What are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
You nailed me good a couple times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking your sweet time. I needed to get you moving.
I like how they moved him from just like general kind of guy into like your bro on 2 and 3.
How'd you manage to piss off every major merc organization in the Terminus systems?
It wasn't easy. I really had to work at it. I am amazed that they teamed up to fight me. They must really hate me.
Well, we got here, but I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
How'd you let yourself get into this position?
My feelings got in the way of my better judgment. It's a long story. I'll make you a deal.
You get me out of here alive, and I'll tell you the whole damn thing.
If we fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard. Let's give these bastards everything we got.
Going down.
Heads up. They're deploying snipers.
I need ammo.
One less to worry about. Eclipse mercs have made it into the base.
Affirmative. That one.
Very, very dramatic death gargle there. Oh, fuck. I done goofed. I was holding the, because obviously the gas shotgun can charge up. I was holding the charge.
Yeah.
And because of that, you can't go back into cover.
Enemy!
I'm gonna nip downstairs and get another drink, okay?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't mind grabbing me one, would you?
What do you want?
What we got?
You want the rest of the Vimto? You want the rest of the Vimto even though there's not much?
I want something that'll actually be enough to...
Okay.
One less to worry.
Now let's finish you off.
Not quite in range on that one.
Can't get a lock.
We'll put them down.
sure that last time it didn't take this long. Maybe I should just let them.
One less to worry about.
How? Oh, finally.
Want something done properly. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel. Go.
Sending out the heavy mechs.
That problem should take care of itself.
Thank you. Yeah, all that's happened is they've just sent out the heavy mech.
Yeah.
One that we hacked. It's a good deal.
Eclipse mercs have made it into the base.
You bet. Yes.
How did they make it past the heavy mech? Jareth is dead.
Oh dear.
No, Jareth. He was one of the mercenary mercs. The mercenary leaders.
Oh, right.
Taking heavy fire.
I guess I should actually kill this mech now.
Watch out!
Oh, crap. I forgot they did that.
Looks like that's all of them. Come find me before they regroup.
Oh, war safe. I think now it's like an underground bit. I tried to find this Facebook avatar shit just to see how stupid it was, but I couldn't find it on mine.
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched
Oh, I can't
me.
use. Can I use your phone?
We got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods I seized back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. I took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs after that.
We still got Bloodpack and Blue Suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. Reinforce the other side, heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
Miranda, stay with Garrus. Keep him alive.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
How do I get to the basement?
Go down a level. The basement door is on the west side of the main room behind the stairs. I'll radio directions if you need help, but you've got to get down there quick. Good luck.
And what I'm just going to quickly do is give a quick save. And we're going to just quickly drop to a just talking. I'm going to mute the mic because I need the toilet, and this microphone will definitely pick that noise up. Alright, we're back. Alright, we need to stop them from pushing in underground. Why is Zaid using the shitty Vindicator? Use the Mattock.
Get to the console and close that shutter before they can get through.
Commencing shutdown.
Shields have failed.
Shotgun. Shutter secured.
There's 2 more shutters. Get them closed fast.
Oh, this one sucks to try and shut.
Commencing shutdown.
Find the large shutters and seal them.
Shutter secured.
Just 1 more shutter. Hurry.
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse, these shutters, because if anything runs past them,
Yeah.
then it stops from shutting, and you have to then try it again, and it takes like 10 seconds each time or something, I think.
Here they go. Not too many yet.
Oh god, he fell into the wall. Yeah, I am about to die. Oh my god, Commander Shepard, why are you not charging anything? She's just not using biotic charge at all.
Can't target them.
Why? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you think she's not charging it because you're leveling or something like that?
Pardon?
Is she not charging it because you're leveling or something like that?
What do you mean leveling?
I don't know, like with the how much it's been leveled. Is it one of the
What? No. What do you mean leveling? What are you on about?
your biotic charge?
What about it?
Why isn't it working?
I don't know. If I knew what was wrong, I'd be able to
Yeah,
fix
and
it.
I was saying, you know where you put the points in?
Yeah.
Is it anything to do with
No.
charge?
No, why would it? It's nothing to
just
do with
didn't know
that.
if
The
it
range
was.
is standard across the way, apart from when you get to one of these.
Okay.
She's just not charging. I don't know whether that's because they made it much more limited in the recalibrated one so that you can't glitch into walls, because I know that is one thing that happened. But it's just annoying.
This'll put him down.
There we go. All because I couldn't kill that fucking pyro that was. Not with bloody ammo now. There we go, that's that bit done.
Get back here, Shepard. They're coming in through the doors.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel.
Hostiles incoming.
Oh no, one of the Vorcha was T-posing me.
Heads up! Here goes.
Garm's got me pinned down.
Just hit him in the back of the head a few times, that'll do.
They've stopped. Come find me.
Let me get some ammo first, Garrus. I've got none. There's no ammo around. Ah, there we go.
I'm still up here, Shepard.
Garrus, you're my boy, but shut the fuck up.
He's like, I'm still here.
Thanks, Shepard. They hardly got through to me. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang to help him. Still couldn't take him out. I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go. Not this time.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head-on.
Get your head down!
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already.
I fixed it, but not completely. I made sure of it. Here we go! Can't reach the target.
Ow.
They're rappelling down the side wall, ground floor.
Get out of the way.
Reach the rear stairs.
Understood. Moving.
One less to worry about.
Right there.
God, my accuracy with this gun's really bad. I can't wait till I get the Khan effects. It uses a different targeting system than the others. Like, it uses like a laser rather than an actual, like crosshair.
Yeah.
Be right there.
Time to just use my heavy weapon. Okay, I need to be closer. There we go. Garrus, my baby boy.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker, make sure they're ready for us.
He's not gonna make it.
Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is. Some women find facial scars attractive. Mind you, most of those women are Krogan. Frankly, I'm more worried about you. Cerberus, Shepard. You remember those sick experiments they were doing?
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times.
I love
Unfit for
Garrus,
duty
he's so
whenever you
good.
need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
Just go to the mod view, let's see what's cracking. Cool.
Been here the whole time. Although that still isn't updating, and
I wouldn't focus on that too much.
I know.
Let's do the rounds with people, and then we'll call it for the day.
Yeah, I've literally got that.
Can I help you with something?
Let's just talk for a bit. Unofficial. You and me.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file. Ex-Alliance like you, no Reapers or anything, but I got swept under the rug too. The more good you do, the less they want to admit that something needed doing.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
Oh, you look like you came through no worse for wear.
If nothing else, the Alliance trains their people well. Once you live that life, you can't sit around getting fat. Most of us didn't get a Cerberus rebuild. They outdid themselves with you. Ask for any upgrades?
After all the times I've played this game, I don't know whether it's because it just slipped in that one sentence he said, or I just never gave a shit about Jacob that much. He has a slight lisp. And it was very, very apparent in the sentence before this one. Just, obviously you do words and stuff. I've forgotten the word for it, so... Linguistics, that's the one. Phonetics, yeah. So if you listen to him, you'll hear it ever so slightly.
I'm glad enough they restored me to stock. Couldn't hurt to keep some spare parts handy, though.
I hear that. Your job isn't getting any safer. You know, I used to wonder what the big deal with you was. But now that we're in deep, I'm glad it's not me in the spotlight.
There's no hiding, Jacob. Not for any of us.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties.
Essence, isn't
There's
it?
a lot to get ready.
Essence.
It's when he said was. Because he literally went, one of them was. It was a was.
Yeah. Do you want to know why?
No. Because we won't be able to finish a stream in time if you keep going like that.
I can be very quick.
No, because we're going to talk to Joker. Joker's more important.
It'll literally be like a sentence or two. I can put it into that.
It's because the tongue's too long, isn't it, or something?
Nope.
What is it?
You know that chart thing that I've got for phonetics?
You said one sentence. Give me the breakdown. I don't want to hear charts or anything.
Okay. Basically, on the IPA chart, th and sir are next to each other because obviously they're very, very similar sounds, and we call them fricatives. But the place for that's what is manner, basically. It's fricative. It's a fuzzy sound. The place of articulation is where you make the sound with your tongue. So it's kind of to do with your tongue, but not to do with the length of it.
This is a very long sentence.
Sure. The only difference is literally where you put your tongue tip.
Okay. And that's what causes the lisp, the tongue tip.
I'm not sure exactly, because I've not gone into that much detail yet, but I presume so.
I just find it funny with things like lisp and dyslexia and things like that. They make it difficult for the person with that issue to deal with. Person with a lisp can't say lisp.
It's usually S.
Usually for a lisp, that's the one that people know, but that's the thing. People with a lisp can't say lisp. People with dyslexia struggle to spell dyslexia because of the way the word is. You've got people that have a fear of long words. It's one of the longest words out there, but I don't remember what the word is.
Hey, Commander, we got Garrus back. That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output, and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Let's discuss something
Ready.
else. That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
She definitely becomes more of a character, like, further in. Let's check our mail.
Something to do for tomorrow.
What's that?
The assignment at the end. So I need to print it out and write on it.
The kid that we stopped from going in
Commander, you
sends us an
received a
email
message at your
basically
private
saying,
terminal.
thank you.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's been through a lot, not just physically.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
I love the options we've got here. He'll be fine. I feel the same way. You're into aliens? Leave him alone.
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Let's go give Chakwas her brandy. Check in with Miranda and check in with Garrus.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now?
You and me. You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Olenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Here's to the men and women of the Alliance.
May fortune find them all.
Just realised the chef was just creeping in the background. Oh, I'm drunk.
And it's a sad day when I had to cross that out.
Yeah. It's been delayed to 2021, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I know we're not going to get the famous line straight away, but I'm definitely going to ask him just so I can get that line.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to CSEC after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch, and there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in, someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
What's the famous line again?
You're about to hear it.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
The calibrations!
Talk to you later.
I'll be here if you need me.
I want the shirt. Remember that GIF I showed you where it's just Garrus like this and it says calibrations at the top? I want that on a shirt. Another thing you got to cross off. I think it's just Miranda I've got to talk to, and then that's it.
That diary written.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm
Do some
impressed, Shepard.
calibrations.
So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Got some points, so let's get some incendiary ammo. And next I'll probably just grab pull and cryo ammo. Oh, actually, I can't remember how many points you actually get in this one. So I think what I might do, I'm just going to focus now on just getting charge and shockwave maxed.
Yeah.
They're the most important abilities for me to have at this moment in time. Okay, so that's that. We'll pop that to there. Not going to be streaming tomorrow. It's movie night, so we won't be on tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday probably. We'll come back on. I'll probably have done a lot of mining on up until Tuesday, just so we don't have to deal with that bullshit on stream. Because if that was the case, I'd have to probably spend an entire stream just mining, and ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah, probably Tuesday night, and then obviously we got the podcast on Wednesday. But thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.